larger story about mass incarceration is really about how the interests of poor people and working people of all colors, how people are divided along racial lines in order to advance the interests of a privileged few. And that is really the story of American democracy since its founding, how the privileged few have used race as a way of driving a wedge between poor and working people in order to advance their own interests. It certainly was the case with slavery. It was certainly the case with Jim Crow. Jim Crow emerged in large part in response to a multiracial populist movement for economic justice. And those who were in favor of racial hierarchy and wanted to continue to exploit the lower classes found that they could defeat this populist movement by disenfranchising African Americans and persuading poor and working class whites that they ought to, preserve their racial supremacy in our political system and abandon their black allies. And, after the civil rights movement, we saw similar dynamics emerging again with the backlash against the civil rights movement, creating a political environment where, once again, conservatives and, former segregationists were able to use kind of law and order, get tough on them rhetoric in order to defeat kind of the growing calls for Poor People's Campaign and, the evolution of the civil rights movement into a movement for broader economic justice.
So if